Yeah, I have a feeling I'm not going to like this figure too much. Just so you know, it might get a little negative here. I will say the head sculpt looks great. It looks really nice. Very well done. That's why I'm thinking if everything else stinks, maybe I could turn it into a custom, and this head sculpt's pretty cool. I do like it a lot. Hello! Today on the channel we're going to be unboxing New Warriors Justice. This is a Marvel Legends series figure from Hasbro, part of the Void Build-A-Figure. Been out for a little while. Finally getting all these Void figures finally unboxed. The hardest one to get in this wave was the Princess, what was it? It was Power Princess. Squadron Supreme Power Princess. Well, I got it right here. But because she looks like Wonder Woman, I guess, she was very hard to get. So I'll be unboxing this one down the line, of course, so we can get the Void built. But today, it's all about Justice. This is a character I know zero about. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to sugarcoat it and pretend like I know anything about this guy, other than his head looks like Gambit. That's it. He's got some gold, some blue, and some white, and a cape. So that's all I know about him. There will be a blurb on the back that maybe we can look at, but other than that, I know nothing about this character. I just want to get the Void built. So whether this will be a cool character that I look up and figure out what he is and want to keep, otherwise he's going to be probably end up being a custom. So we'll see. We'll see how that works out. That was the front of the box. Here's the back. When we pull it up closer, we'll check out that blurb. I doubt you can read it from there. There's the first side. There's Justice. Side's going to be the exact same thing, just flipped. Get that glare off of there. Top of the box, got your Marvel logo. I noticed a lot of these Build-A-Figures in the new, since they brought the window boxes back, they're just saying Marvel on the top, and that works. They used to have a logo of whatever figure or character it was, but maybe New Justice doesn't have a logo. I don't know. There is your bottom barcode legalese. I'm going to pull into that barcode just in case you need it for anything. Alright, let's head to here, pull the camera back, get a closer look at everything, and we'll get it completely unboxed. There's your Marvel Legends The Void Build-A-Figure logo. 4+ warning. And Marvel Legends. And there he is with his Gambit head. I really don't know anything about this guy. He comes with a couple extra hands. That's about all I know. And you can see the Void part back there. It's more of those spindly, creepy legs that go on his back. And there's the bottom of the box. Flipping it around. New Warriors Justice. I don't even know, honestly, anything about the New Warriors. So, I don't know. There's Marvel Legends series, and there is that blurb. I will read it. Usually I don't, but I want to learn about this guy. A mutant with telekinetic powers, Justice fights alongside his heroes as a leader of the New Warriors. Alright, not a whole lot of info there, but at least we know he's a mutant. There he is. Alright, the Build-A-Figure Void, there's all the figures you need. I have unboxed Vision and Crystar, and I liked both those figures. Hopefully this one will be pretty cool too. Then I'll have to do Namorita and Namor. I don't have Black Panther. If he ever goes on sale, I will pick him up. But there is that Void. Yowza. Creepy. Alright, and there's the rest of your legalese. Alright, let's set it here. Tilt the camera down. Let me grab my X-Acto knife to cut that tape. While I'm doing that, just want to say if you're enjoying this video, if you could give it a like. If you enjoy action figure unboxings, toy hunts, shelf tours. Why am I cutting into the box? Thanks. Can't chew gum and walk at the same time. Oh, come on. There we go. But yeah, if you enjoy all that action figure fun stuff, if you want to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that yet, that would be awesome. And if you have a fun comment, that's always greatly appreciated. With that said, let's get Justice out of the box. Alright, we'll put these pieces down and rip them on out of here. There we go. Nice. Alright, so there's this back section here with the Void stuff. This creepy insectoid-like arm pieces. He's going to be a big dude when he gets built. Because I think these, I don't know, some go on the top and I think some go on the bottom, but he has 8 extra legs on the back. Cool. Alright, let's get to Justice. Alright, here's the hands. They look like not quite splayed hands, but between splayed hands and holding hands, just kind of those, please sir, may I have another hands. Alright, let's look at this. Let's go ahead and get them out. It does have this cape, so I want to be careful not to pull it too hard, because I have gotten the cape where it's caught a part of the plastic and actually ripped through it, like actually made a cut in the plastic. So I don't want to do that. But I do want to get a grip and push them. And then I usually like to do the burrito cape maneuver. So you kind of fold it up like a burrito and pull it through. Yeah, there we go. I did end up getting a little bit, I did it too fast, but I did end up getting a little bit of a scrape right there. Well, at least it didn't cut it. Darn it. I do hate that they add those capes through the back. I don't know, not my favorite thing. Alright, there he is. The guy I know nothing about, although he has telekinetic powers and is a mutant, so I don't know. There he is. Looking at him, he looks alright. You could tell he's got the old school looking everything. This is an old mold that they used, an old body mold. His legs feel just really crummy in the knees. Just so much play. I hate that. Yeah, I have a feeling I'm not going to like this figure too much. Just so you know, it might get a little negative here. I will say the head sculpt looks great. It looks really nice. Very well done. That's why I'm thinking if everything else stinks, maybe I could turn it into a custom, and this head sculpt's pretty cool. I do like it a lot. I'm sure it's just on a ball joint with a rocker. No, it is a double ball joint. So that means there's a ball joint down at the bottom of the neck and then in the top of the neck, but you can kind of move it around like a joystick. So it's one of those. There we go. So because of that, you don't have as much look up or down. I like when it's a peg on a rocker. But there's your head up. There's your head down. Side to side action. Head's fine. There's no what do you call them? Butterflies. So you know this is not the body style of what was it name? Vulcan. This is not off the Vulcan body. It is just a peg on a rocker there for the shoulder. There is a bicep cut. There it is. And here's where I'm going to get a little gripey. This figure is not that old. Why do we still have pins? He's got them in the legs too. That's how I know this is an old mold, or an old. It was used off an old mold, I should say. But pre-existing old pin stuff. Double jointed. But there's where you get. Sometimes I feel like these Build-A-Figures they reuse a lot of these older molds and stuff just to save money. The cape is funky. I'm not gonna lie. It's different. So it's part of this entire piece up here. Into the neck and everything. That's all one piece. It is not pegged in his back. It's all glued on from here all the way around, which is different. I don't know if I'm sure there's other figures that have that, but you can actually feel the difference in plastics from here to here, because this is that softish plastic, and it goes all the way in through here. It's strange. It is strange. No cut here. You've got front and back, or I should say up and down on the wrist there. Same with the other one. Looks like the other hands as well. Then you got the waist, which is my least favorite is the ab crunch. It's got good movement, but I don't like when you can see down inside of here and stuff. There is the back, there's the front. It's not the worst. The thing I hate the most is that if you got an ab crunch, you're always going to have this ugly looking waist cut that's just pathetic. It just looks so dumb. I hate using it because it gets all wonky. It just needs to be a ball joint right here where it's kind of concave, and then the other part fits into it, and then you can kind of rock it around. This is old school. This is a peg. This is 2024. I don't believe we need a waist cut as a peg like this. Sometimes when they have belts, it's not as bad. They still get all stretched and weird, but at least it's hidden. This is just wide open, flapping in the wind, looking all weird. So yeah, based off an older body for sure that I do not enjoy. Let's see. I will say the Vision was had kind of the same deal. Well, I got Vision right here. But with the Vision that I didn't like is look how, so you got a little spacing right here, but the Vision's like even worse. I don't know. I still don't like this as much. I don't know. Not a fan. The legs, you got a ball joint here. So your kick out is to there. Kick forward is to there. Kick back to there. You got a funky thigh cut that gets all weird because of the muscles. So I always leave mine in the 0 position. Double jointed knee, but with old school pins. And then the funkiest of boot cuts, because of it's just as bad as the waist cut with those with the way that's like a triangle being the musculature of the leg here. It just gets really dumb and weird looking, and I don't like it. And then a front facing pin on the left. So definitely old use on the body. I feel like that's what they do with these Build-A-Figures. You always get like 2 or 3 really good, well, usually 2 really good figures, and the rest are all reuse stuff. I guess that's how they can justify doing the Build-A-Figure. Not that this even has really... I will say with the Void, I wish that there was articulation in these. They're just so static. And this just is going to peg in, so there's no movement there. So we'll see when the Void gets built. I don't know. I think it's going to look cool and be big and cool, but I don't know. I hope it moves as good as I'm... hope it moves better than what I'm seeing. Alright, so there's Justice. I think he's okay as far as... Okay, I will say this. I think he's okay if you don't pay full price. This is one of those in the wave where you want to grab him for probably at least under $20. If you can get him for under $15, that's way better. So I think this is a $15 or under figure in my mind. The only thing I really liked was the head sculpt. That's the only thing that's probably not reuse on this figure. But yeah, I think he'll end up being a custom at some point. I don't know. When I do animation, he'll be some background character or something. There is the weird pieces for the Void, very insectoid looking. That's everything you get in the box of Justice. And let's wipe those away and throw some other figures for scale. So I always like to use Marvel Legends Juggernaut for scale. You can't throw Juggernaut down without saying his name. And who else do we got? We got some other figures here. They're in the same wave. So here's that I showed you, the Vision. There's Vision. And then next to Justice we'll throw Crystar. And I do really like Crystar. He does have the waist cut and the ab crunch as well. But a dude made of crystal, so it kind of worked out. I don't know. Plus his sculpts and everything are completely new. He's one of the better figures I feel like in this wave. I do love this Vision. I will say that this is my least favorite part of him, but it's off a Vulcan body because he's got the butterflies at least. So there's that. So yeah, I don't know. If you can get Justice on sale, worth it if you're trying to build the Void. That's my final verdict on that. If you don't need the Void, I would steer clear of Justice. I don't know, unless you know this character and you love it, then of course you gotta have it, but just know that he's old school pins and all that stuff. But alright, I'm done ranting. There is Justice. Stay tuned for some posing. Thanks so much for watching.